You know something weird? Humans spent thousands of years living beside animals. Dogs slept near us. Horses carried us. Cats watched us. Birds sang around us. But for most of history, we never seriously stopped and asked, what's actually happening inside their minds? Do animals feel emotions? Do they feel love, fear, sadness, loneliness? Can animals miss someone the same way humans do? And here's the craziest part. Science is now discovering that many animals may be far more emotional than we ever imagined. Some animals mourn their dead, some become depressed, some make lifelong friendships, some even help strangers. And no, this isn't Disney fantasy. This is real research. But before we go deeper, there's one animal humans completely misunderstand: the lion. Humans call lions fearless kings. But are they actually fearless? Or is that just something humans invented? Because if lions do feel fear, then maybe the entire animal kingdom is emotionally far more similar to humans than we thought. The biggest myth about animals. For a long time, scientists believed animals were basically biological machines: eat, hunt, sleep, survive, repeat. Nothing emotional, nothing deep, just instinct. And honestly, humans liked believing that, because if animals truly feel emotions, then the way humans treat animals suddenly becomes a very uncomfortable topic. But one man completely challenged this idea: Charles Darwin. Yeah, the evolution guy. In 1872, Darwin said something shocking. If humans evolved from animals, then emotions probably evolved too. Meaning, fear, love, attachment, grief may not belong only to humans. That idea sounded insane back then. But today, modern science is slowly proving Darwin may have been right, and some discoveries are honestly disturbing. Do animals feel fear? Let's start with the most basic emotion: fear. Almost every animal on Earth experiences fear, because without fear, animals would die almost immediately. A deer freezes when it hears movement. Birds suddenly go silent. Fish instantly scatter. Mice panic from shadows. Fear is basically nature's survival alarm system. But now let's talk about lions, because humans seriously misunderstand them. People think lions are fearless killing machines. No fear, no hesitation, just pure dominance. But reality? Lions absolutely feel fear. In fact, a smart lion avoids danger whenever possible, because even a small injury in the wild can mean death. Think about it. A broken leg for a lion is basically game over. No hunting, no food, no survival. That's why lions often avoid risky fights unless necessary. Even male lions can fear rival lions, starvation, humans, fire, losing territory. And here's something fascinating. Not all lions behave the same way. Some lions are naturally bold, others are cautious. Some attack instantly, others hesitate. Meaning, animals have personalities too, just like humans. And scientists discovered this in many animals: dogs, parrots, elephants, octopuses, horses, chimpanzees. Imagine that, an octopus having personality traits. That's how strange animal intelligence becomes when you study it deeply. The animal that might understand death. Now this next part honestly shocked scientists. Elephants. Elephants may be one of the most emotional creatures on Earth. Researchers observed elephants doing something terrifyingly human. When an elephant dies, other elephants sometimes stay near the body for hours, quietly touching it with their trunks. Sometimes they even return later to the same location. And when they find bones, especially skulls or tusks, they gently examine them, almost like remembrance. Now think about that for a second. How does an animal understand death enough to mourn? Because mourning is not survival. Crying beside a dead body gives no evolutionary advantage in that moment. Yet elephants still do it. Some scientists believe elephants may experience a form of grief. Not human grief exactly, but something emotionally similar. And honestly, that changes the way you look at animals forever. Dogs, the animal that connected with human emotions. Now dogs are different. Dogs didn't just live near humans, they evolved with humans, which explains something crazy. Dogs can actually read human emotions surprisingly well. Your dog can often tell when you're sad, stressed, angry, excited, and many dogs react emotionally to human crying. Some become anxious when separated from owners. Others wait near doors for people who never return. There are real stories of dogs continuing routines for dead owners months after they passed away. And science discovered something incredible. When humans bond with dogs, both brains release oxytocin, the same bonding chemical involved between parents and babies. Think about how insane that is. Humans and dogs became emotionally connected at a biological level, not just socially. Biologically. Maybe that's why losing a pet feels so painful. Your brain literally formed an emotional attachment similar to family bonding. Do you know? The birds that remember human faces. Now get ready for something creepy. Crows. Crows can remember human faces. Seriously. Scientists tested this. People wearing specific masks annoyed crows. Years later, the crows still reacted aggressively toward those masks. Even crazier? Other crows learned the danger too, meaning crows can socially spread information about humans. Imagine a bird warning its friends about you. But it gets weirder. Some crows have even brought gifts to humans who regularly feed them. Tiny objects, buttons, metal pieces, almost like social exchange. And birds also feel other bird feeling. Imagine a bird comforting another bird emotionally. That sounds almost unreal. Do animals celebrate? Now obviously, animals don't celebrate birthdays with cake and Instagram photos. But many animals do show behaviors that look incredibly similar to celebration. Wolves after successful hunts. Jump around, wag tails, howl together, lick each other excitedly. Dolphins play with waves and bubbles for fun, not survival. Fun. Chimpanzees sometimes scream, hug, and jump after emotionally exciting social moments. Birds perform victory-like dances during mating success. So, while animals may not celebrate holidays like humans, many absolutely experience group excitement and joy. And honestly, joy itself may be far older than humanity. Can animals get depressed? This next part gets dark. Some animals show depression-like behaviors after trauma or loss, especially highly social animals. Dogs sometimes stop eating after losing owners. Parrots, isolated alone, can become silent and emotionally withdrawn. Elephants, after traumatic experiences, may behave differently for years. Some abused animals even develop symptoms similar to PTSD. Scientists observed behaviors like social withdrawal, loss of appetite, unusual silence, reduced playfulness, repetitive stress behaviors. And this creates a disturbing question. If animals can emotionally suffer, how much suffering have humans ignored throughout history? The animals humans underestimate most. Now here's humanity's biggest mistake. Humans judge emotions based on similarity to ourselves. If an animal smiles like us, cries like us, hugs like us, we assume it has feelings. But what about animals that experience emotions differently? Octopuses solve puzzles. Whales communicate across huge distances. Bees can learn patterns. Fish remember environments and avoid painful experiences. Some fish even recognize themselves in mirrors during experiments. That shocked scientists. Because humans usually assume fish are basically emotionless swimming robots. But reality may be much more complicated. Different does not mean emotionless. That might be one of the biggest lessons science is teaching us. Can animals love? Now, this word becomes controversial. Scientists are careful using that word, because scientifically proving love is difficult. But if love means emotional bonding, attachment, protection, sadness during separation, comfort from companionship, then many animals probably experience forms of love, especially elephants, wolves, dolphins, dogs, primates, some birds, and honestly, sometimes animal loyalty looks even stronger than human loyalty. Some animals stay beside injured companions. Some risk danger protecting babies. Some grieve separation deeply. Maybe love did not begin with humans. Maybe humans simply developed the most complex version of something nature already created millions of years ago. So, do animals have feelings? Science increasingly says yes. Not identical to humans, not equally complex in every species, but many animals clearly experience fear, attachment, stress, comfort, joy, grief, emotional bonding. And honestly, the more science studies animals, the more uncomfortable humans become. Because every new discovery slowly destroys the old belief that humans are emotionally separate from the rest of nature. Maybe we were never as different as we thought. And maybe the real question is not, do animals feel emotions? Maybe the real question is, how long did humans refuse to notice?